Hi everyone, welcome back to G&D Cars. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting and nostalgic comebacks in the automotive world at the all-new 2026 Volkswagen Beetle. If you're a fan of retro design, modern tech, and a little bit of quirky charm, you're definitely going to want to stick around. We're going to unpack every detail: design, performance, features, technology, and of course, price. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. The Volkswagen Beetle has always been more than just a car. It's a cultural icon, from its humble beginnings in the 1930s to its flower-powered era in the 60s and its modern revivals in the late 90s and 2010s. The Beetle has always managed to capture hearts across generations. And now, in 2026, VW is giving it a new lease on life, and it's nothing short of revolutionary. Yes, the 2026 Beetle is back, but it's not quite the same car your grandparents drove, and that's a good thing. This is a car that blends the unmistakable Beetle silhouette with the cutting-edge innovation of VW's latest EV technology. That's right, the 2026 VW Beetle is fully electric. Let's talk design. The moment you lay eyes on this new Beetle, it's clear that Volkswagen knew exactly what they were doing. They've kept the signature round headlights, the smooth, curvy fenders, and that distinct bubble-like roofline, but everything feels more refined, more futuristic, and frankly, more premium. It's slightly longer and wider than the previous generation, giving it a more planted stance on the road. VW has really leaned into the retro-futuristic vibe here. It's playful, but it still looks sharp. Up front, you've got a sleek light bar that stretches across the front fascia, connecting the LED headlights. It's a design cue we've seen across the ID lineup, like the ID.4 and ID Buzz, and it works perfectly on the Beetle. Around back, the taillights are now slimmer and more integrated into the hatch, with another full-width light strip that adds a touch of modern sophistication. There are also some really cool new color options. VW is embracing the Beetle's fun-loving identity with some bold hues like coral red, ocean teal, and sunflower yellow, along with more classic shades like glacier white and graphite black. And just like before, there will be special edition models with two-tone paint jobs and unique trim packages. Expect to see some throwback editions that pay homage to different decades of Beetle history. Those are going to be collector favorites. Now, let's step inside the 2026 Beetle, because this is where the biggest transformation has happened. The interior is a perfect mix of nostalgia and modernity. You've got the familiar round dashboard elements, but now they're integrated with high-resolution digital displays. There's a fully digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel, and a large 12.9-inch infotainment screen sits in the center. It's powered by VW's latest MIB4 system, which offers wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, voice assistant integration, and over-the-air updates. The materials are a big step up: soft touch panels, recycled materials, and customizable ambient lighting give the cabin a cozy but upscale feel. You can choose between several interior color schemes, from minimalist black and gray to vibrant retro palettes with pastel accents. The seats are comfortable and supportive, and VW has improved the interior space by moving the front seats slightly forward and optimizing the battery placement. That means more legroom for rear passengers, and a bit more cargo space in the hatch. Now you might be wondering, how does it drive? Well, let's get into the performance. The 2026 Beetle is built on the same MIB platform that underpins VW's other electric vehicles. That means we're getting a smooth, quiet, and responsive EV driving experience. There are two main powertrain options available at launch. The base model comes with a single rear-mounted motor producing around 210 horsepower, which is plenty for zipping around town and cruising on the highway. Then there's the dual-motor all-wheel drive version of the Beetle GTXA, which ups the power to 300 horsepower, giving it a 0-60 time of just under 5.5 seconds. That's some serious performance for a Beetle. Handling has also been significantly improved. The lower center of gravity, thanks to the battery pack and the revised suspension geometry, give the Beetle a more confident feel through corners. Steering is light but precise, and the regenerative braking system is nicely tuned, not too aggressive, but enough to allow for one-pedal driving in most situations. In terms of range, the base model offers around 250 miles on a full charge, while the GTX gets slightly less due to the added power, about 230 miles. Both versions support fast charging, so you can go from 10 to 80% in roughly 30 minutes at a DC fast charger. VW is also rolling out enhancements to its charging network, and the Beetle comes with 3 years of complimentary charging at Electrify America stations. Safety and tech features are another big highlight. The 2026 Beetle comes standard with a full suite of driver assist technologies under the IQ.Drive banner. That includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and emergency braking with pedestrian detection. Higher trims add things like a 360-degree camera system, automated parking assist, and even a new semi-autonomous highway driving mode that can handle steering, acceleration, and braking on select roads. And yes, for those wondering, it does have a frunk. It's not massive, but it's enough to store some groceries or a weekend bag. Combine that with the improved rear cargo space and folding rear seats, and you've got a surprisingly practical little F. So let's talk trims and pricing. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle will be available in 4 trims: the base model, the Comfort line, the sportier Beetle S, and the performance-oriented Beetle GTX. Pricing starts at around $32,000 for the base model, which is competitive given the tech and range it offers. The Comfort line comes in around $36,000 and adds features like a panoramic sunroof, upgraded audio, and premium interior materials. The Beetle S will be around $39,000, with sportier styling and better wheels, while the GTX will top out at roughly $44,000. Keep in mind those are base prices, with options and packages. You can easily spec a Beetle GTX past $50,000, especially if you go for a special edition model or add extras like the Beats audio system, heated and ventilated seats, or the premium lighting package. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, does this Beetle still feel like a Beetle? And honestly, yes. VW has managed to preserve the spirit of the original, even while pushing it into the future. It still feels fun, approachable, and a little bit whimsical, just like the Beetles we know and love. But now, it's smarter, safer, and way more sustainable. The 2026 Beetle also includes a unique feature that's quickly becoming a trend in EVs: customizable sound profiles. Since electric motors are so quiet, VW lets you choose from different artificial soundscapes for the car's interior and exterior driving sounds. Want a classic engine hum? You got it. Prefer a futuristic or something sportier? It's just a menu option away. It's a fun little touch that adds personality to an already personality-packed car. Volkswagen is also offering a convertible version, which will be arriving a few months after the hatchback. Yes, the soft-top Beetle is making a comeback, and early previews suggest it will retain the same electric powertrain options with only a slight range penalty due to added weight. So if you're someone who loves top-down driving with zero emissions, the 2026 Beetle convertible might be your perfect summer ride. Let's talk about ownership experience for a second. VW is offering an 8-year/100,000 battery warranty, along with a 4-year/50,000 basic warranty. There's also a new app-based system for managing your Beetle. Everything from checking your charge status to preconditioning the climate control can be done right from your phone. And with over-the-air updates, your Beetle will continue to get better with time. In terms of competition, the 2026 Beetle will go head-to-head with vehicles like the Mini Cooper Electric, the Fiat 500e, and even entry-level versions of the Tesla Model 3. But what sets the Beetle apart is its charm. It's not trying to be a spaceship or a status symbol, it's just being itself, and in today's EV market, that authenticity really stands out. So, who is the 2026 VW Beetle for? Honestly, it's for anyone who wants a unique, stylish EV that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's perfect for urban drivers, first-time EV buyers, and Beetle enthusiasts who've been waiting for the next chapter. It's not the biggest or most powerful EV out there, but that's not the point. This is a car that makes you smile every time you drive it, and that's something money can't buy. Before we wrap up, let's go over some quick pros and cons. On the plus side, the design is iconic and modern, the EV performance is smooth and peppy, the interior is comfortable and tech-rich, and the price point is fair for what you get. On the downside, the range might not satisfy long-distance road trippers, and the back seat, while improved, still isn't super roomy for taller adults. Overall, though, the 2026 Beetle is a triumph. It brings back everything we loved about the classic while embracing everything we need for the future: a clean energy, smart features, and a driving experience that feels joyful. VW took a risk by bringing back the Beetle as an EV, and from what we're seeing so far, it's absolutely paid off. That's it for today's deep dive into the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle. Let me know in the comments, are you excited about this electric comeback? Would you buy one? What's your favorite feature or color? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews and test drives. This has been G&D Cars, bringing you the coolest cars and the latest in automotive innovation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay driven, everyone.